Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rachakodash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings and salutation to the elect of the nation of Israel. To you I say Shalom. This is a interesting lesson. Lord willing, it's edifying, straight to the point. But we're living in a time where judgment is taking place, and the plagues are not slack. Also, we're living in some evil times, some bad times. Okay, very bad times are here. All right, for a lot of you people. We know about the bad times. We talk about the bad times. Us, the prophets, right? We know and we have faith. We believe that Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai is going to be with us during these bad times. That's our belief and that's our faith. All right? The government is shut down, so America's not going to be great again. So you people can stop saying that. There's going to be no more EBT for you people. Okay, no more SNAP. The different benefits from the government will be taken away from citizens, especially you women. And a lot of you women are going to lament, you're going to cry, you're going to crash out. What you crashing out now? A lot of you women crashing out now. Okay, you the weaker vessel, so you crashing out by default. Okay, so you wicked mothers out there, teach your daughters lamentation. Teach them how to lament. And you mothers out there, you wicked mothers, lament. It's Amos chapter 5, verse 16. Therefore Yahweh, the God of hosts, the Lord, saith thus, wailing shall be in all streets, and they shall say in the highways, alas, alas, and they shall call the husbandman to mourning, and such as are skillful of lamentation to wailing. Yep. And a lot of you people who's skillful of lamentation or wailing, that's you women. Especially in these harlot houses, in these so-called churches, right? You see the so-called black woman, you see the so-called Latina woman, you see the so-called Native American woman crying over idols, crying over false doctrine or false teaching. You see? It's crying and wailing over something that's vain. You know? So, those that are skillful of lamentation to wailing, that's you women, man. Alright? So a lot of you women are gonna get trodden down like the mire in the streets. Because a lot of you women are scoffers. You hate men, you hate the prophets. And yes, you're gonna have a remnant of women being saved, of course. Okay? You're gonna have men, women, and children being saved. Also the prophets, the 144,000, which some of them are in the spiritual world right now. So we're living in a time of great judgment. Okay, that's the times that we're living in. So a lot of you women going to what? Going to be lamenting. Going to be in the spirit of lamentation. All right, let's get Jeremiah chapter 9. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 9. This is Lamentation 9, verse 19. For a voice of wailing is heard out of Zion. How are we spoiled? We are greatly confounded, because we have forsaken the land, because our dwellings have cast us out. Yet hear the word of Yahweh, O ye women, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach your daughters wailing, and every one her neighbor lamentation. For death is come up into our windows, and is entered into our palaces. And it says to cut off the children from without, and the young men from the streets. Right. So pretty much, man, it's gonna be a lot of death going on, a lot of death. Okay, and Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is gonna come down with a sword, which that's happening now, but it's gonna increase. That's why you're seeing the different National Guard on the streets. You're seeing ICE on the streets. You're seeing helicopters in the air, and different types of helicopters. All right, but hey, man, we got sleeper cells here. We got sleeper cells, and here, you know, we got a lot of things going on, and we can't stop prophecy. It's all part of prophecy, man. And prophecy is it's going to come to pass. You know, we're bound by prophecy. You know, but that's why you see a lot of women. They going on social media, putting their faces on social media on different platforms where they're crying, crashing out, angry, or upset, or mad about the government is, taking the different programs away from them. Okay, now they're angry, mad, and upset. Okay, and for a lot of you women to have these different programs, the man have to be out of your house. You see that? And a lot of you women sided with the government, man, for the benefits, for the different, gifts that the so-called white man has been given you. But now the so-called white man has no use for you, you so-called Latino women, you so-called Native American women, you so-called African American women, you so-called black woman. The so-called white man is done with you. And guess who's still trying to hold hands with the so-called white man? Women. Why? Because the so-called white man, he's in power. And women, they flock to power. It don't matter which nation is wicked or not. It doesn't matter. Who's ever in the power seat, the woman is going to follow whoever's in the power seat. No matter if that nation is wicked or no. Okay? I mean, look at the track record from the so-called white man, right? Now, our people know about the lynchings and the different atrocities that Esau, Edom have been doing to the Israelites. Does that stop the Israelite woman from getting with an Edomite? No. Obviously, they don't care, right? Okay then. So we don't care that you people are lamenting now. We don't care that you family's going to starve to death. Yeah, we don't care. You see, it's all part of prophecy. All right, we don't care. It's in the scriptures for a famine. It's in the scriptures that a famine is going to happen. It's prophesied for a famine to happen in America. You see that? But a lot of you people don't believe it, and it's fine. We believe it. Therefore we believe in the scriptures, man. So, hey, man, with that, all honor, glory, and praises be unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kodash, Shalom.